can he somehow dig deep and win the remaining frames of this session?
Thank
However
you. Frame 21.
many that may be.
Peter Ebdon to break.
So amazingly enough, break off number 2 in this frame. Red's gone above the black again, so he certainly broke off in a very similar pattern, and it was the same shot that Graham played at his last visit, wasn't it? The red up and down. I wonder what the most consecutive re-racks is.
What, in one frame?
Yeah.
Well, I've only ever known one. Have you known 2?
No. Derek, our friend up from Scotland, is a big Stephen Hendry fan. He's but said it was 3 when I talked to him earlier on.
Well, I don't know if Graham can get through to this straight red to the right corner. Got an easy safety shot on if he can't get through to it. Well, it looked an easy safety shot. He's not made the best attempt at it. He's certainly left this red on for Peter. There you see it. Almost straight.
Now, in the earlier part of the tournament, Peter would have been going all out here for the black, but the fact that he's 13-7 behind, oh, excuse me, may decide to play the run through. I think it's just off straight. Yes, there you can see it's just off straight, so he can play the run through to get onto one of the baulk colours. But early on in the week, he'd have gone all out for this and stopped it. A little stun run through to leave the half ball black. He doesn't even fancy the pot, does he? Nowhere near as confident as he was earlier on this week. Looks like he's hitting this thick on the left-hand side, looking down the line. Came right across it. He was so worried, John, wasn't he, about leaving the red above the black that he made sure of a good white.
Yeah, as you said, Willie, lack of confidence certainly got to him in this final. He started off this final really well, and it didn't look as though that semi-final thriller had had any effect on him. And he lost the second frame that he should have won, and he just has never played since. Not consistently as he had done in the tournament so far. He needs to get going soon, because otherwise it'll be too late.
Slightly overhit the cue ball, but no easy pot for Graham. He could take this one on and stun across for the black, the one just above the pink. If the red above the red on the black spot doesn't pass into the corner, he can play this as a shot to nothing by screwing into the middle of the side cushion. He's certainly taking it on. Yes, clever shot, you see, purposely played for the black. Mid-distance pots, Graham's up there with the very best. We've discussed on many occasions sometimes that Positionally, he loses position too often. But he's getting 3 and 4 chances of frame at the moment. Worried about whether the black will go onto its own spot. From there, it doesn't look like it does, so he can safely play for this red, and the black will go on the blue spot. Haas feels that the black will spot, and Graham's a little bit disappointed. I'm just looking at Graham's body language, and he's amazed that it goes on there, but it goes on clearly. That's a mistake.
Graham Dot, 8.
And this was Graham's reaction when they saw the black was going to be spotted. Of course, it stopped the red from going in the left corner. Where's the cue ball going?
Foul. Graham Dot, 4.
Now, the red next to the blue. Can he leave this straight to the left corner? He can, just stun it in. Have the blue. And I don't think he'd be leaving anything else. Well, he's not leaving it straight, which surprises me a little bit. Well, he still potted it. He's potted some balls into this left corner pocket.
I don't know what the percentage is in the difference between the left-hand corner and the right-hand corner, but I can't remember him hardly missing one in the left-hand corner at distance, but in the right-hand pocket, he's not potted anywhere near as
6.
many.
Looks as though he can play for the pink into the right middle.
7.
Nicely on it. We saw before when the black went on its spot that it stopped the red from potting, but certainly the black will go. And there you go, well, it's completely wrong in this top right hand corner, 83%, and in the other one, 63%. He's had a lot more attempts at this pocket, 19 out of 30 on the left corner.
Isn't that amazing, John, in a frame of snooker, why there should be kind of 30 pots played in one pocket and only 6 in the other?
It is, and I haven't really got the answer for it, Willie, but I'll think about it. I mean, you could only imagine that most of the safety shots then that Peter Ebden is playing is leaving shots onto the
13.
left corner.
Well, that would be interesting, that next time he probably plays against Graham, that he should probably play the safety kind of in behind the yellow rather than in behind the green, because of course that means that he won't be leaving those pots down the left-hand side.
Oh, I think that was a bad contact.
Graham Dot, 13.
He was up very quick, having the cue ball cleaned.
Red as well?
Yes. Yes, there you see. Jumped up in the air. That was interesting about the kicks and Bob Ledger and the oil in the cloth.
Well, it's certainly worth experimenting with, isn't it? Because it's certainly been a bugbear of all the players, even in our era, John. We had the odd kick, didn't we? It's nowhere near as many as today, which to me means the cloth's obviously a little bit thinner than it used to be, and they've got table heaters on now, which we never used to have. I think all those kind of things, you know, make for possibly, you know, easier to get kicks than they used to be.
Peter's had a look here. If he knocks this red in, can he get through to the pink? Looks very tight. Well, the pink will go into this pocket, it appears, but can he judge it to get the cue ball in line with the pink? Now thinking about the black, but this is a toughish red. Needs to be cued well.
He's maybe have to come on and off the cushion for the pink, so he may decide to screw up for the blue. And they're the kind of shots. He hit that shot like that for the first 10-12 days of this tournament and never miss-hit it. That was a perfect example of a power screw to get the right side of the blue. Played to the inch.
If he didn't fancy playing a cannon, if he got in the circle, he'd be on a red to the left corner. But he decided to play the cannon. He's on one to the left centre pocket.
6.
And probably will be able to run through for the blue.
He's just congested things at this end now, because I think both reds are now on the black spot, and ideally would like the pink on its own spot, but he can't get on the pink, so it's not going to be easy for him to score more than 20 or 30 points from here at the moment. It's all about getting on the black ASAP.
7. Yep.
Now, if he's straight on this red, he could run through for the black.
12.
No, just not got the right angle. May have to go back up for the blue again. And we always
13.
say when you're going back up for the blue, it's okay as long as you get nice on the blue. He's a little bit thinner than he would like here. He's not perfect on this blue.
Yes, I'm just wondering whether it's worth the kiss on the three reds below the pink spot, the middle one of the three. There's a gap there in between the front two to play that cannon, and that would free the pink. I think there's plenty of value in playing that gap if you can. Played the cannon onto that red there at pace. That would hopefully free the pink. He's decided to play a more difficult shot from green to red, which means he can only go up for the blue again off the next red, unless he gets straight. Oh, he played this one well. Really got through that cue ball beautifully. So he'll be up for the blue again because he's not got the right angle.
16.
Look how well he hit this. That's the kind of positional shots he was playing up until this final.
Seventeen.
Well, again, he's trying to get on that half ball blue, and he's gone too far. Will he play the kiss this time? There's that red we circled before. It is the red I'd certainly like to hit if I could. Now, that is a very, very good shot.
Okay.
He deserves now to score plenty because he took a
22.
risk there, knowing that that would possibly free the pink pocket, you know, the pink into one of the corners. And I think the pink will go as well, so he can go around the back of the black and play for choice of pink or black. That was an excellent shot. Oh, we can see that the pink doesn't go, but at least to go into the pink spot, so that would help.
$23.
May have to play the cannon now on these reds, 2 reds just above the black. It will release the pink. I don't think you can play on any other red, so you always need a little bit of luck when you're playing these cannons. But judged it nicely. And the pink spot is where the black goes.
30.
This is a good chance, and so far he's taken them really well. If you'd have just nudged that red another inch or 2 up the table, he could have played for the pink off this red.
Always not got the side on.
31.
He played to get onto the black in this right-hand top corner pocket and came back off the cushion playing ball. Now, the way he's playing to now with a little bit of side just to widen the angle, he didn't get the side on. Now, this is a bonus that if he's on this black, once again, similar scenario, may have to play a cannon. Otherwise, he's going to have to go right round the back of these reds. Twitched at that. That was a twitchy one.
Peter Ebden, 31.
That wasn't the bad shot, it was the red.
Yes, it was a delicate little shot because there was no obvious red to play for. He had to judge the line and get a good length. And of course now he's missed it. He's left a red onto the right centre for Graham. And there's only 6 points in it. So if he could take these reds in the middle of the table with, you would think, possibly the pink, be enough to win the frame. And it goes nicely on the pink. What a chance to put another frame on the board. Just a little smile there from Graham. When he potted the pink, he nudged the red, which appears to stop the pink going in the right corner. So he's up for the blue.
8.
And that's much too hard. So from a shot ago, being in perfect position, now he's got a little bit of work to do with the cue ball. I think the 3 reds to the left of the pink will all go to the right corner. There's plenty of margin of error. And this looks inch perfect to me. Absolutely to the inch.
11. Okay.
Referee Jan Verhaas just been asked to take a bit of chalk off the cue ball or a bit of dust or something. Graham Dott now 6 points in front, so these 3 reds with colours will be enough to take him 14-7 in front and go 7 up for the first time in the match.
18.
He's been 6 frames in front on 3 occasions in this match. This is a chance to go 7.
19.
We've said a few times on commentary that Perry Manns won the Masters without making a 50 back
25.
many years ago. Graham Dott's high break has only been 62 in this match, but he's been so consistent in his safety and so consistent when he's played a bad shot, being able then to put a good safety
26.
in without getting too frustrated.
I think what he's also very good at, that when he gets that 40, 50 point lead, he's very good at protecting it. So this pink, one more red and a colour. Looks a formality.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the score, John, and that's a great point you've made there. He's only made 6 breaks over 50 in
32.
the match, which obviously you usually win a frame. So the rest of the frames has been just 30s and 40s. So the other 7 frames, as you rightly say, John, he's
33.
been able to protect that lead. 27 in front. The blue a formality. 14-8. Sorry, 14-7 a certainty.
$38. $40.
That's the black in the middle. When he had a chance of, well, basically these points being his.
43.
It's slipping away from him.
$47. $52. $58.
In it goes, his highest break of the match so far. Peter Ebden had a chance, he missed the black to the middle. Graham Dott marches on and now leads 14 frames to 7.
Yes, it's a significant advantage, isn't it? And we've got a lot of comments coming through from you on the email. It seems that by and large you are as engrossed in this final as we are this afternoon. And we keep talking about the significance of these frames as they go by, but surely Graham Dott looks as though he's on his way now. He's never won a tournament before. When will that start to enter his head, John?
Maybe now, maybe another frame or so. But he is playing solid stuff. I mean, OK, he's lost the cue ball a few times, but what he does so very well is when he's made those points, if he can't carry on, he always puts a good shot on. He always makes sure the safety play is good. He always makes sure it's difficult for his opponent when he comes back. And it's tough to play against. And when you get scrappy frames, he's very, very adept at winning those.
Steve, how impressed are you with the way he's holding himself together in what is a very pressured situation?